We can see how the cashless card would prevent money laundering, but explain to me, Tim, how you believe that would help a problem gambler.
Because the card linked to a bank account requires you to set limits. And two productivity commissions into gambling recommended the pre-commitment cashless card. It's now being instituted in Tasmania by Labor and Liberal government, so the pokies industry have no one to beat up. What you do is you have a card to play, like Opal card, Nike card, whatever, we're used to cards. And before you put it in a machine, it's linked to a bank account where you say, today, over the next 5 hours, no more than $300 loss. And you can set your limits. The default setting in Tasmania actually is $100 loss a day, $5,000 loss a year, but you can change that. That's the default setting. All gamblers say I lose track of time. I absolutely lose track of the monies I've lost. That's why the cashless card is so important.
What's the worst example you've had of someone addicted to pokies, Tim?
Oh, well, the worst is I've done 6 funerals of people who suicided, loved ones with kids, because of the shame that they had lost the house, lost the business, lost everything. Look, the stories are just incredible. There's virtually no Australian who doesn't know someone whose family life has been destroyed by pokies. And look, New South Wales is the gambling beast in the world. 35% of all pokies in pubs and clubs, world pokies in pubs and clubs, are in New South Wales, 35%. It's 95 billion turnover a year just through pokies, 7.3 billion losses. And it totally explains why Australia has the greatest gambling losses per head in the world. 40% higher, Steve, than the nation that comes second. It's New South Wales, which is why Crime Commission, Police Commissioner, everyone is saying we have to get on top of this. That's what MINS should have declared.
You've devoted your life to this campaign. Do you finally get a sense, Tim, that the tide is turning?
I do. The first time I've ever seen a Premier, and credit to Dom Perrottet, breaking with the threats from the industry. Until now, the last 4 elections in New South Wales clubs would sign an MOU 3 months out from an election where both sides, Liberal coalition and Labor, would promise not to ever lift taxes or to change regulations. What vested interest gets an MOU before every election? Dom Perrottet refused to sign that. So principled. He said, we have to have cashless cards, as the Police Commissioner has recommended. MINS needs to absolutely step up and offer bipartisan support on that.
Tim, remember the day we swapped jobs? I think you did a better job on my job on radio than I did in your church somehow.
It was a lot of fun, Steve. And look at us now, old dinosaurs.
Yeah, we are old dinosaurs. You're quite right. Thanks very much for your time, Tim. Good on you, mate.